Boy, you forget a lot in a couple of years, huh?
Oh, boy. Look at this. We got a Ford Escape pushing the Chevy truck. Hope there's no cameras here.
All right, so just awaiting the lineup. Pure Stock should be out next, Pat. Another entry-level class in the V8 division. You were talking all about the food. So we're back to the food we had many years ago. French fries and gravy, the cheeseburgers, the
good gravy.
Stuff. Good gravy.
Good gravy.
Good gravy, yep. Opening night here, of course.
Just what I need.
A lot of new employees. It's great. A lot of new faces, a lot of new fan faces.
And with that said, we hope that you're a little patient with our help, because most, if not all, are new.
Yes.
And as much as they'd like to serve you instantly, there is a learning curve and some things that they need to work through. So if you would be patient, and while we got a moment again, I'd like to say a big thank you to our frontline healthcare workers, where we would be lost without those people. Absolutely lost.
You know, we'd be lost anyway, even if COVID wasn't here. Like, they just do, you know, it's really shown how much of an effort they really do put in. So that's it's amazing.
You know, one of the things that's really amazed me so much about this frontline healthcare workers is how many hours they work. I mean, you know, you and I work, 8-10 hours a week. That's good. These people, I'm telling you, I happen to know my daughter-in-law has a couple of nurses as friends. The amount of hours they put in is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Double shifts and home for a few hours, back there. I think it takes a special kind of person. And to those people, we want to say thank you.
Well,
you can't say enough.
It's great. It's great. It's unbelievable. And just to think these people have families and kids and obligations, and it's I don't know how they balance it.
Yeah. I don't know either. It's absolutely nuts. But thank goodness for them all. And, you know, people complain about Manitoba's healthcare system. Anytime I've had an opportunity, anytime I've had occasion to end up in the hospital, they couldn't be nicer, and you get great treatment, and it's all relative. If you're having a heart attack and I got a cut foot, you're going first. That's just how it is.
Right.
But they do such a good job, and they're so helpful. I remember visits I won't bore you with, but boy, those nurses are something else. There's no doctor for a mile, but there's lots of nurses. What do we got?
All right, so, well, it looks like we got lineups for the Pure Stocks now for Heat 1 and Heat 2. So we will get them out onto the racetrack. We're going to line them up on the racetrack, and we will go off our lineup sheet. And they are rolling, it looks like, out of the pit area for Heat number 1 in the Pure Stock division. Now, it looks like we have a total of 10 of them in the pit area, so we'll see if the computer, that new system, groups them into one heat race. And it doesn't look likely. We got...
Hey, listen, if we got the computer in charge, all we need to do later is get into the payroll program, and we might start getting paid.
The 97 is Easton Borsboom. He's on the point here. The 44 on the racetrack, Rob Reese. The 56 is Joey Hydrachuk, but he appears in heat number 2 on our lineup sheets. So we have 2 that appear in heat number 1. We're going to need a couple more here. Looks like the 46 of Michael Kopp might be missing from heat number 1 according to the sheets. And the 55, Kenny Lane is not on the racetrack. So it looks like we need the 55.
Isn't there a song about that, Kenny Lane?
Kenny Lane?
Beatles song? No?
Penny Lane.
Oh,
Kenny Lane.
I'm sorry. Well, I think it'd be a good time to line up 3 cars, race them for 3 laps. Okay, we're all bunching them into one heat, so we're
we are.
we talked about it a minute ago about learning curves and
yes.
And this is the kinds of things we're going through right now. So bear with us. And, you know, if you get tired of waiting on us while we learn the trade, why don't you go get a cold Bud Light and a cheeseburger? That'll solve everybody's problem.
Right on.
I know it solves mine. I don't know about yours.
Ooh, there's the old Chevy, Pat.
Oh, yes, sir.
That is one cool race car.
And look at, here's a rookie. This is Jason Bronk. His brother Justin races modifieds.
Yes.
And look at that sharp-looking thing.
Weedman 69.
Weed Man it is. Weed Man and McPhillips Toyota. Is that a Toyota? I don't know. Maybe a large Camry.
Well, the 97 of Easton Borsboom going to start on the pole, a veteran here in the pure stock division. This is a very competitive class. You know, a lot of people come to watch late models, Pat, and I agree they are the fastest full-bodied stock cars on dirt and a lot of fun to watch. But sometimes these classes, like the four cylinders and the pure stocks, can actually put on the best races at times.
Well, and that's so true. I mean, we've seen the truck rules right now. I mean, they have pretty strict engine rules, as do these pure stocks. But, you know, if they're all the same, what's the difference? I mean, they put on great races. And
right.
And this is a class a guy can get into. And, well, I mean, you can get into it and have some fun for 8 or 10 grand. There's also guys that spend 25. But, I mean, that's always going to be the case no matter what class you're racing. So looks like we're just about ready to go here. Number 40 is, I think he's a rookie, isn't he?
Looks like Blonsky, if that's the same driver. We don't have him on our lineup sheets, but Greg Blonsky in the 00, a fast car from last year, if that is the same driver. We're going to find out here momentarily, Pat. They'll give us an update. They're just working with that My Race Pass, which is that online registration system, and trying to sync it into our new system. So they're doing a great job. That's pretty hard over there. We got the easy job tonight. 1 to go, says Carl. All right, so the number 97 of Easton Borsboom on the pole here as we get set to go racing. Scoreboard showing 8 laps for this pure stock heat number 1. Here at the all-new Victory Lane Speedway, we'd like to welcome you once again. Don't forget to like us on our Facebook page. Follow us on Twitter. As we get set to go racing for Concord Projects, Amsoil, and Aquajet. Green flag, here we go. Great racing, second through about 7th here in the pure stocks, Pat.
I just found out, Darren, I asked how we're lining up the features, and we're doing them heads up. So the winner of this race will start on the pole of the features. Second place car will start outside, and so on back. Look at the rookie going that, what number is that Weedman car? I can't remember.
The Dakota 97 pulling away. The number 40 doing a nice job. That is Owen Anderson in the second spot. Rob Reese in the 44 car in the top 3, currently occupying the 3rd position. Look at that 00 car, started on the last row, Pat, and is almost 4th here. That likely is Greg Blonsky in the 00. Three laps showing on the board now as your leader, starting to lose that lead just slightly now to the number 40 of Owen Anderson. The 40 car is on the move here in the closing laps of this pure stock heat number 1 race. This could be a great battle with 2 to go. Ken McGarva in the top 5. Actually in 5th spot in the 22 car as the leaders head down the back straightaway and into turn number 3 and 4. White flag coming out, and now your leader is in lap traffic. That is the 97. 1 lap to go. Can the number 40 close the gap and make the pass? We're going to find out as they head on down the back straightaway. Easton Borsboom, the 97 car through the middle, around the outside, down the front straightaway. Checkered flag for the Dakota 97. Also sponsored by Extreme Performance Automotive. He will take the win. The number 40 comes in the 2nd spot. That driver, of course, Owen Anderson with a nice drive, closing in on that 97 in the closing laps, but unable to make the pass. 44, Rob Reese, a veteran in this class and always a strong runner. 00 coming from the back row. I believe that is Greg Blonsky in the 00 tonight. Pretty good performance for the driver of the 00, and as Pat told you earlier, they will start straight up. How they finished in the heat is how they will start in the feature. Sometimes they do a redraw and the winner might start in the 4th row, as far back as 8th sometimes. However, they will start straight up in the features here tonight. Well, Pat, you know this racetrack, wide.
Oh yeah.
Very few yellows. Some pretty good racing for night number 1 in the 2021 season here at Victory Lane Speedway.
Well, I hope you're not speaking too soon, but you're absolutely right. Things look good. The track looks pretty smooth. Guys are getting around with no trouble, which is a pleasure. And we're waiting on our first heat of Midwest Modifieds. Yes, someone was just telling me they bought the fries and put the gravy on, and it's like old home week. They're happier than a pig in, you know. Red licorice too? Red licorice. Oh, wow. Okay, cover for me. I got to go down there and get some food. Well, I don't need to, but. So, we have our first heat of Midwest Modifieds on the track tonight. And we don't have a lineup for you, but we're working on it. Austin Hunter on the outside of row 1 in the 44 car. We have 2 Stutskys in this race. We have 24 that's wiggling around like a snake with its head cut off. And, oh no, we don't. I thought I saw another 24, but apparently it's a little, it's because my vision isn't so good. All right, well, we're set to go, so regardless of the lineup, whoever wins this heat race, this will line up the inside row of the feature. Exactly how they finish will line up how they start in the main event later on tonight. And here comes Austin Hunter. Victoria Stutsky at 2nd spot. She's keeping Hunter within distance. Hunter slides up in turn 4, and Stutsky continues on the gas and continues to try and close that gap. Austin Hunter with many a lap on this place, doing a nice job out front with 10 or 12 car lengths on his 2nd place competitor, Victoria Stutsky. Up by the wall again, Hunter's using just about the entire racetrack. He's in the middle in turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, and we'll see what he tries to do this time. A lot of drivers with a lot of experience will try different lines on the racetrack to see what's fast and what isn't. Austin trying the high side in turn 4 again. 24 of Stutsky making a play for it, but unfortunately Stutsky within striking distance, 4 down and 4 to go. Austin Hunter looks like he's doing a heck of a job up there. Nice, smooth, all the way around the racetrack. The best race in the place is for second place. I believe that's Ted Dole in the 8 car making a play on the 54. Stutsky getting within closer and closer to the back bumper of that 44 car of Austin Hunter. Stutsky and Hunter both started their racing careers in go-karts, so they know all about smooth. Stutsky takes a run on the bottom. They both slide up to the top. Oh, man, that's close. 2 to go. 2 laps to go. And it looks like everything but first and second are settled. Oh, maybe not at the back of the pack, but Stutsky knows she's running at a time. She's got a lap and a half. Oh, boy. Right up door to door with Austin Hunter in the 44. What a race. Oh. Oh, boy. Well, see now, Darren, this is one of those situations where I'm glad I'm not the flag man.
All right. Or a track official.
What a race.
You know, I just turned my head and I saw them both slide in there, and I'll tell you what, that was something else. I don't know, was there contact? That's the that is the question.
We'll keep, I don't know either from here. I couldn't tell, but I'll bet you a quarter. What a race those two had going on. And Hunter was running in the sweet spot. Stutsky had to find another way around, and she was doing it. She was right on him.
Well,
unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. She is a former go-kart racer in Gimli.
Yeah.
Grew up doing that and got to the dirt tracks many years ago and doing a great job. Austin
she
Hunter,
sure does.
of course, wow.
Well, same thing. He started racing go-karts, and so those two know about smooth.
Right, absolutely.
I'm just waiting to find out who's going to the back for causing that yellow.
Well, they are discussing it on the radio now. Our officials trying to work it out, so we will find out here momentarily.
Well, that's a shame no matter.
Caution is on the 24. That's what we're told. Caution is on the 24.
Well, I can't say I disagree with that, but I'm glad I didn't have to make. Oh, yes, and I forgot black flag for a yellow flag.
Yeah, one yellow in the heat race. So, yeah,
oh,
it's not
that's too bad.
You could have spun out on your own. You get the to the
yeah.
pit signal, or if you cause the yellow, I guess you get the same. So
you can't say she didn't give it everything. Oh, wow.
Great job chasing the 44 down. That's not an easy task. That is a Millennium chassis built in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and veteran race driver. Although young, but a veteran.
All right, we're going one more time around. Austin Hunter with the restart lead. Ted Dole, I believe, in second spot with the 8. What a shame. What a race we had going on for the lead. Well, let's see if the number 8 car can turn the heat up on the leader. With 2 to go from when they take the green. So they'll get the green next time by, then the white, then the checkered, and it's all over but the crying.
All right, getting set to go, Pat.
Hunter takes him up high and on the gas. We're going green. Oh boy, look at this race. Austin Hunter's under attack again right now. The 8 car trying to change it with just 1 lap to go. 1 to go for Austin Hunter. And Dole is in second spot, but appears to be losing ground to the 44 of Austin Hunter. Through turn 4, and the first guy to the checkers is Austin Hunter. Second spot goes to Dole. Third spot, I believe, was the 54. I'm not sure of that.